Yep, you guessed it. We're back again. Duit everyone, I hope you had a really good day. Today we're going to talk about a contemporary called Melt by Selene Castrovilla. At least, that's how I hope you pronounce it. I'm really bad at this. Someone should give me training. So what's it all about? Well, like I said before, Melt is a contemporary and is marketed as a brutal love story. The story is set on a backdrop of The Wizard of Oz and features 16-year-old good girl, Dorothy, who has just moved into a brand new town where, seemingly, the social headquarters for the young people is Dunkin' Donuts. I don't have any experience with Dunkin' Donuts, but I suspect it could be true. And this is where Dorothy gets her first glimpse at Joey. But Joey has a reputation for being the bad boy. He drinks too much, he smokes too much weed, and he has a couple of violent tendencies. But there's another side to Joey that he doesn't let anyone see, and that is the fact that each night he goes home to horrific domestic violence. Melt is all about the relationship between two very young lovers who have to fight against peer pressure, alcoholism, and of course, a deadly secret. So we'll start our thoughts off the way we always start our thoughts off, with writing style. And the writing style of this book is really interesting. It's a dual-told story, so on one chapter you have Dorothy and on one chapter you have Joey. And not only are their personalities extremely different, but so is the writing style for each of them. On one side you have Dorothy, who's the voice of reason. Her thoughts are laid out pretty much the way any average book is laid out. But on the other side, in serious contrast, are Joey's thoughts. Joey's thoughts are literally scattered across the page. At first I thought this had something to do with the fact that I was reading it on an e-reader and maybe it had gotten messed up. But then I soon started to realize that Joey's thoughts are strategically laid out this way by the author because they're supposed to represent how messed up he is inside. And may I just add that I think, personally, it was one of the best strategic moves an author has ever made in any book that I've ever read. I have to be really careful because I don't want to give any of the plotline away to you, but what I will tell you is, oh my god, be prepared to feel. And what's even more tragic is seemingly this book is based on real events. In just under 300 pages, Selene found a way to tap into every spectrum of my emotional being. I read this book start to finish in about 3 hours, and let me tell you, throughout the course of it, I felt happy, sad, I was up, I was down, I was angry, I was scared, I was shocked, I was devastated, I was horrified, I fell in love, I felt heartbreak. It really is a roller coaster of emotion. Melt is exceptionally well written, and even in the parts where you want to cover your eyes and look away, you can't put it down. Literally, my time reading this book flew. By the time I got to the end of it, I was like, wait, I want more. I really still want more. Time for the overall question. Will I recommend this book to you? Hell yes, I will recommend this book to you. Even if contemporary is not usually your thing, believe me, this could be your thing. This book uses 300 pages to give you an insight into the really bad part of humanity and the really good part. I 100% think that Melt has just claimed my top title for #1 contemporary. Go Selene! That was awesome! So if you take a crack at this book, and I really hope that you do because I swear it's so worth it, tell me what you thought, and even if you didn't like it, I would still really like to hear your opinions. Other than that, that's all I have to say. Until next time, slán agus go raibh maith agat for coming.